From this moment onwards, there are two ways for you to go about your life. One is the path of mediocrity and suffering, while the other is that of expansion and achieving greatness in your life. Which one would you choose? This video is going to transform your mindset and, hence, your life, by letting you in on the secret knowledge that only a handful of people know about. But you must ask yourself first, am I truly ready for a radical transformation? If you are, then let's start with exploring the two paths, the two choices that you have in front of you. The first choice is accepting this world as any other ordinary man sees it, and remaining a victim to your circumstances all your life. This is the life of the average man trying to survive on this planet. It sure seems like the logical way to live, since everyone around you is part of the same rat race. Since you were a kid, you have been subtly conditioned to accept that this is how the world works, that it really is about the survival of the fittest on a land of scarce resources. But there exists another choice for you, the not-so-obvious path, the way of the mystics, the red pill. This path might not be smooth sailing from the get-go, but once you start treading it, you will unlock secrets to the treasure troves of the universe. What is your biggest desire right now? Having more money? Creating better relationships? Becoming incredibly successful at what you do? All of them can come true if you dare take a chance on yourself and leave the conventional path. This choice is about breaking out of the matrix you have been put in and reclaiming your divine power as the creator of your reality. The world you are currently living in lures you into the illusion that you are one tiny part of the gigantic system, and the system is so powerful that you cannot do much but abide by the rules laid out in front of you. Sure, you are in a simulation, but there is a way to break free from it, and that is by waking up to your own power. The simulation around you is a creation of your own mind, as you are the god of your reality. Neville Goddard said, "Man's chief delusion is his own conviction that there are causes other than his own state of consciousness. All that befalls a man, all that is done by him, all that comes from him, happens as a result of his state of consciousness. A man's consciousness is all that he thinks and desires and loves, all that he believes is true and consents to. That is why a change of consciousness is necessary before you can change your outer world. It might not be easy to accept, but the absolute truth is that what you experience on the outside as circumstances are a creation of your mind, and because you are not aware of your own magnificence, you keep on being the victim of the simulation." Neville explained that the universe and everything within it is akin to a play in God's mind. And God is not an entity sitting behind the seven skies. It is your very own human imagination. You are the creator, God, or whatever you call it. You just don't realize it yet. But if you somehow wake up to this innate power of yours, you can change the course of your life in the most spectacular ways. Just think for a second and reflect on your past. Everything that has happened to you up till this very moment was created by you unknowingly. This includes the smallest daily nuisances to the biggest life events that have shaped your journey. Now, if you take this power into your own hands, you can essentially create a future of your choice. You can write a different story for yourself. You can be as happy, healthy, and abundant as you have wished to be. You can achieve all the success and riches that you previously thought were reserved for a lucky few. It all sounds so good, and almost too good to be true. But you must be wondering, how can I take practical steps to break out of the simulation and finally use my own power to my advantage? Well, here is the 3-step formula for doing so. But before I reveal to you the formula, know that it involves complete reprogramming and rewiring of your mind. As you try to make the changes and apply the techniques laid out in this video, each neuron in your brain will try to fight against the change. That initial discomfort is the sign that you, indeed, are making a mental shift. The body doesn't like or welcome change, but if you want to seriously upgrade your life, change is the need of the hour. So, no matter how hard it feels in the beginning, do not stop until you have followed through all 3 steps for a minimum of 21 days. That's the minimum time needed for your brain to adjust to a new habit or routine. So give yourself that time and stick with it. And by the end of these 21 days, you will see some exceptional shifts not only in your thought process, but also in your physical reality. The very first step in this formula is to create a mental environment that is conducive to creation so that you can fully unleash your powers as a creator and design a life that fits your dreams and desires. Ask yourself, why do you want to break out of the simulation you are stuck in right now? I will answer that for you. It is because you finally want to take charge of your life. You want to have agency over your decisions and circumstances. You want to stop being a mere spectator of your life events and be an active participant in the shaping of your own destiny. These are the signs of a creator, a manifester, an individual who has harnessed the power to create his own reality. You were gifted with the incredible art of creation as soon as you opened your eyes as a newborn. At that time, because of your proximity to Source or God, you knew well within your soul that there is nothing more powerful than your own imagination, and that you can create anything by projecting your energy to it. This is why we see kids indulging in pretend play and putting their imagination skills to the best use. Their imagination is so vivid that they cannot help but live in their own fantasy world. But then the child grows up and is forced by society to live in the so-called reality and leave behind the world of imagination. So the magical spark you were given by God dulls down, and you begin to lose your ability to create. Also, years of conditioning by society totally overwhelms your brain with emotions of fear and survival. To purify your mind from those nasty and disempowering emotions, you need to go into silence often. Silence is incredibly therapeutic and allows your mind to unwind and rejuvenate. Also, if you access deeper states of relaxation, you can rewire your limiting beliefs almost instantly. One great and time-tested tool for getting into these deeper states of relaxation is meditation. There are so many different types and methods of meditation, but you just need one simple practice through which you can connect with your higher self every day. So here it goes, an easy-to-follow meditation practice that can be done every day. First, find a quiet and comfortable place for your meditation practice. Make sure you won't be disturbed for the next 20 to 30 minutes so that you have ample time to dive deep into a trance-like relaxation state. Sit down with your back straight and your shoulders erect. Gently rest your hands on your knees and close your eyes. As you will shut your eyes, you will disconnect yourself from the sensory stimulus from the outside world. Then, you will feel a barrage of thoughts coming to your mind and trying to get your attention. Don't get agitated by the monkey mind, and instead take a deep breath in, hold it for 3 seconds, and let it out. Slowly start observing every inhale, the momentary pause and the exhale. When you start observing your breath, the incessant mind chatter will begin dying down on its own, and within 5 minutes, you will start feeling more tranquil and at ease. Once you notice a cessation of thoughts, try to make your exhales longer than your inhale. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 5, and exhale for 6. This method of breathing gears your body into homeostasis, which is the naturally relaxing state of the body and mind. Accessing this state also boosts your creativity and heightens your ingenuity. After 20 minutes, you can slowly begin to open your eyes and end the meditation session. These 20 minutes might seem trivial to someone else, but for you, they will become the foundation upon which all your creative endeavors will take place. Make it a habit to meditate for 20 minutes every morning for the next 21 days to give your mind the best chance to regain its imaginative prowess. The second step you need to take in order to break free from your current reality, or the simulation, as we are calling it, is cutting the energetic cords with your past. If you truly want to taste freedom and the liberty of being a creator of your own destiny, you have to rejoice in the present moment. We live in a holographic universe where everything is happening all at once, simultaneously, in the eternal now. The present moment is the womb of creation. It's where ideas originate and manifestations take place. But if you are stuck in memories and behaviors of your past, you are not giving your mind a fair chance to create something marvelous for yourself. Who you are right now and what you think and believe are all programs installed in your subconscious mind through your past experiences. These programs are so powerful that they control our lives without us ever taking notice. Dr. Bruce Lipton says that 95% of the time we are running on some kind of program. It may feel like we are consciously making decisions, but no, it's our subconscious in charge, which has been wired over decades to run a program. This is the simulation you want to break free from, because the program was created using the data in the past. But now you are a different person, and sure, you want your future to be different. So the programs of the past are not serving you in any way. Your past might be painful, it might be full of regrets, or you may feel like you want to settle scores with someone who did you wrong. But if you go down that route, it will bring you nothing but misery. In Neville's words, do not waste one moment in regret, for to think feelingly of the mistakes of the past is to reinfect yourself. Let the dead bury the dead. Turn from appearances and assume the feeling that would be yours were you already the one you wish to be. In his lectures, Neville also taught a great technique that can be used to overcome the difficult memories of the past. It's called revision. So all you have to do is sit in a meditative position and access the trance-like brainwave state. Once in a trance, reconstruct the nagging memory in a way that, instead of causing you mental anguish, it doesn't emotionally affect you at all. Like if you received a serious diagnosis from a doctor, and that diagnosis is affecting every aspect of your life. You can redesign the same memory where the doctor hands you over a clean bill of health. Revise the memory at least once every day until you dissolve all the painful emotions associated with it and completely rewire that specific neural pathway. Finally, we are at the last step, and to say that this ingredient will transform your life in the quickest amount of time won't be an understatement. So, listen closely. You are trying to exit the simulation, aka the cage you built for yourself, for one and one reason only. You don't want to accept the status quo anymore, and you want to be a better person and enjoy a more fulfilling life from this moment onwards, isn't it? But to create a different life, you must know and decide what that life looks and feels like. What kind of wonderful changes do you want to see in your finances? What positive shifts do you want to witness in your relationships? And most importantly, how do you want to feel about yourself and your life? Neville Goddard said the feeling is the secret to manifestation. Do you want to create a wonderful future for yourself? Pinpoint the feelings underlying all those changes, and then simply embrace those emotions until they become second nature to you. You see, most people who are energetically chained to their past or living in the matrix have internalized feelings of sorrow, pessimism, and unworthiness. So to break out of the matrix, you have to flip the switch and embrace emotions of worthiness, hope, and optimism. This is called the law of assumption, a core concept in Neville's teachings. All you have to do is try living in the feelings of your desired future rather than your past. A trick for staying in the emotions of your future is to memorize a handful of positive statements like, I'm worthy of a brilliant future and a wonderful life. Everything I want is coming to me. All my desires come true with incredible ease. I am the chosen one and the creator of my own life. Repeat the positive statements whenever you are sitting idle or whenever you find your mind tricking you into the old, familiar thought patterns. Next, every night before going to sleep, visualize your future in your mind until you feel vibrationally aligned with it, and then go to sleep in that state of consciousness. Remember, you are the one who created the simulation, so only you hold the keys to your freedom. Follow the 3-step protocol outlined in this video for a few weeks, and you will see the magic happening in an otherwise mundane life.